50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Good morning, everyone. We are here at Lake Toya, which is just in front of me, and behind me is actually Mount Konpira or Konpira Yama. This is proximal to Mount Usu, which is an active volcano here in Hokkaido of Japan and last erupted in 2000. The first place that we're going to be visiting today is the Nishiyama craters, which are actually some craters left behind during Mount Usu's last eruption in the early 2000s. As we walk up, we're going to pass by some of the old buildings, so let's get going. So we've made it to our first volcanically damaged
public
bathhouse. Yeah, and wow, it is, you can really see how on the inside some of these buildings have been severely damaged. It's crazy to think that all of this mud here used to not be here. Like, we are standing on elevated ground that came as a result of the volcanic eruption and effectively raised the ground level here. So this is the public apartment, the housing that was affected by mud flow, and I'm not gonna lie, from this angle you really wouldn't suspect anything. You know, paint peeling off the walls a little bit because of disuse, but really not that bad in terms of damage. But if you then kind of walk around the corner here, you start to realize that this is where the mud actually came from. And wow, look at that, all the porches, the twisted metal, it's just filled in. Crazy to think how many people probably used to live here. Just, you know, this is the only building that's like still intact. Some of the other buildings just simply got pushed away by the mudslide, and that's why they're not here anymore. This is the only one that was preserved. Alright, so here we are at Nishiyama crater, and you can kind of see where the road has sunken in and there's a bit of water gathering now. There's also some ruined kind of light posts and lamp posts, and all of this just kind of caved in during the volcanic eruption. I guess after 2000, the government just decided that it wasn't worth trying to continuously rebuild and not know when the next explosion was happening, because the 2000 eruption was actually preceded by one in the 1970s, which ended up costing probably millions of dollars in damages and required a bunch of repairs. And, you know, not even 20-30 years later, this happens again, and they just really decided it's not worth repairing anymore. This fault line appeared while workers were still trying to repair cracks that had formed in the ground as a magma chamber. Actually, just over there, you can kind of see where the land starts to rise again. Over there is where a magma chamber rose up and cause all of this cave-in and these cracks and this portion of the crater during the volcanic eruption. So what we're coming up to now, you can really see from this excavator just how much additional mud has been piled up now, but effectively it was abandoned here in their haste to evacuate since they had been trying to repair the water pipes when the eruption took place. This photo here from 1977 shows that kind of early eruption, and then as well as the kind of 2000s eruptions. Some of these photos are really jarring in the sense that they really go to show the destructive power that they had here, and also the fact that at one point this very much was a thriving town that's effectively now been moved to lakeside, and the only thing that's really left here is just the ruins of these roads and excavators and buildings. And it's crazy to think that just not even 20 years ago this was a thriving, bustling town. So we just came down off the mountain. Alice's, POV, you are Alice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the most impressive part, I don't know about you, but I think the most impressive part for me was seeing how that road completely buckled as a result of the kind of magma coming up beneath the ground. What were your thoughts? What was your favorite part?
I think like the first crater where it was like that steep incline, just because it was so peaceful, and then like the blue of the water was really, really pretty.
Wow, the juices are just flowing from this. Wow, suge. Alright everyone, so after lunch, here we are at Lake Toya! So Toya comes from the Ainu word, which means lake shore around a lake. And what's really interesting about Lake Toya here is actually that if you look at that island over there in the middle of the lake, there's actually another lake within that island.
That's why it's called a recursive island.
Recursive island.
Yeah, like recursive functions in CS. The only things I remember from my CS class.
Good job.
Woo.
What's elevation? Do you know?
Wait. Wait 1 second.
Oh boy, we're looking at Wikipedia right now. What is elevation?
84 meters.
That's not that tall. 84 meters is like less than 100 meters.
Bro, 84 is less than 100. Did not know that, clearly.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go for a walk around the lake. Our bus is coming back
in 2 hours.
In 2 hours. All right. See y'all soon. Is it hot? In this weather? Alright, so here we are at Ramen Shingen for dinner. This is about a 10-minute walk away from Susukino Station in downtown Sapporo. And at all hours of night, from when it's open at 11 a.m. all the way until 1 a.m. In the morning, it is just packed full. There's very few seating inside, about 13 seats from what I could count. And the line outside is anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. It is allegedly one of the top rated ramen places here in Sapporo. Not really a traditional Sapporo style, a little bit of a new style, but hope that tastes good. Excited. Midnight Japan is quite the experience. But yeah, so that was Ramen Shingen. Definitely go check it out. I'll see you all in the next one. So Alice went back to the hotel, but I'm just literally walking around appreciating Sapporo because why not? And it is absolutely chaotic on the streets, and in a certain way I love it. I mean, just looking around, there is so much going on. I swear to God, I might have accidentally walked in front of like 2 local jobs or something. I don't even know anymore. They were advertising like, oh, I don't know, like, you know, I can't say it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not allowed to say it. I'm pretty sure these are all, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I'd like to switch. Or don't. Touch VIP, Men's Health Club, I don't know. It's racist to me.